I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
So you would even fight him today?
Huh?
You would even fight him today? You win your fight if he said, hey Manny, I want to fight, you gonna fight?
Manny Pacquiao is in the final stretch of training for his highly anticipated comeback fight against Mario Barrios. With this marking his return to the ring after a lengthy hiatus, questions have swirled about whether the boxing legend still has what it takes to compete at the elite level. But Pacquiao isn't backing down. In a recent interview, he silenced the doubters and made waves by openly calling for a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Displaying unwavering confidence in both his conditioning and mindset, Pacquiao declared he's ready for Mayweather, anytime, anywhere, signaling that this new chapter is far from a farewell.
Today? You win your fight if he said, hey Manny, I want to fight, you gonna fight?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man. It never
Now
dies.
my right hand is complete, so
Yeah. You'll be willing to do it.
you will see my condition of the fight.
See Terrence Crawford now.
A decade after his iconic showdown with Floyd Mayweather, famously billed as the fight of the century, Manny Pacquiao opened up about the struggles he endured leading up to the bout. In a recent reflection, he revealed that his training camp was severely impacted by a serious shoulder injury, one that significantly limited his ability to execute his usual game plan. Though he considered postponing the fight, Pacquiao ultimately chose to move forward out of loyalty to the fans who had waited years for the matchup. Despite the setback, his decision reflected the same warrior spirit that defined his legendary career.
Postpone it or not? I'm so bothered with my shoulder. But the thing is, I'm worried about the fans because the ticket is sold out. The fan is already there in Las Vegas waiting for the fight. Like, the whole world is very excited for that fight. And thinking like you're going to announce like the fight is postponed like that, and they were, dismayed.
In the same interview, Manny Pacquiao reflected on what it was like to share the ring with Floyd Mayweather, who at the time was not only undefeated but also at the absolute peak of his career, both in skill and popularity. Pacquiao acknowledged Mayweather's technical brilliance, discipline, and calculated strategy, calling it a valuable experience despite the challenges he faced. "It was a good experience," Pacquiao said. "Even with everything I was going through. Right after the fight, I went straight to the hospital and had surgery on my shoulder. It was really painful." He spoke candidly about the grueling rehabilitation process that followed, revealing it took several months before he fully recovered. Despite everything, Pacquiao said it was still an honor to compete against a fighter of Mayweather's caliber. Mayweather, however, dismissed Pacquiao's post-fight revelations as excuses. He maintained that Pacquiao's injury claims were an attempt to deflect from the clear outcome of the fight, one he believed he controlled from start to finish. Mayweather stated that real champions take full responsibility, win or lose, and that blaming injuries after a loss undermines the spirit of a true fighter. "I expected him to come up with something," Mayweather said, reaffirming his belief that greatness lies in owning every result, regardless of the circumstances.
He was a beat fighter. There's a difference between a great fighter and TBE, and I proved that I'm the best. Excuses. I knew it was coming. I knew it. But I'm not gonna buy into it. And I don't want the public to buy into the. He lost. He know he lost. And I lost a lot of respect.
In the recent interview, Manny Pacquiao also reflected on Floyd Mayweather's fighting style, one he was already well acquainted with long before their first meeting. Pacquiao admitted that Mayweather's defensive, calculated approach was no surprise. "That's his style. I knew it," he said. "I expected to win because he didn't throw many punches. I threw a lot more." As he revisited that night, Pacquiao said it still felt vivid, as if it had happened just yesterday. He clearly remembered the final moments after the bell, convinced he had done enough to win, only to be handed a decision loss. "I reviewed the compu box slow motion, round by round," he recalled. "From the 1st to the 12th, I saw that I only won about 2 rounds. That's boxing. I'm not complaining or making excuses. That's just how it played out." Despite accepting the outcome, the emotional weight of that night still lingers. Mayweather, for his part, had already addressed those claims years ago when rematch discussions first surfaced. He dismissed Pacquiao's performance review, asserting that he had already proven himself definitively in their first encounter. Confident and unwavering, Mayweather stated he was always ready to face Pacquiao again, anytime, anywhere, firm in his belief that a second win would only reinforce his legacy. His message was clear: he had no doubts about his superiority, and he was more than willing to prove it all over again.
You know, a true champion can bounce back.
4 years, the boxing world has been calling for a rematch between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Many fans felt the outcome of their first meeting didn't tell the full story, largely due to Pacquiao entering the fight with a significant shoulder injury. Supporters have long believed he deserved a second shot at full strength. Now, with Pacquiao publicly challenging Mayweather once again, the hope for a long-awaited rematch has been reignited. Enthusiasts across the sport are rallying behind the idea, eager to witness two of boxing's greatest icons share the ring once more. Let's revisit what happened the first time around. On May 2, 2015, Pacquiao and Mayweather finally squared off in a historic clash dubbed the Fight of the Century. The bout took place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and unified multiple welterweight titles. Mayweather dictated much of the fight with his trademark defensive mastery and precision counterpunching. Pacquiao struggled to penetrate Floyd's airtight strategy, landing fewer punches and failing to mount sustained defense. The judges scored the fight unanimously in Mayweather's favor. In the aftermath, Pacquiao revealed he had fought with a torn shoulder, an injury he had carried through training camp. The revelation sparked intense debate, with many questioning whether the fight had truly showcased both men at their best. Now, 10 years later, the stage may once again be set for redemption, legacy, and unfinished business.
Mentally, my dad was thinking the fight was close. My dad was saying, pick up the pace. But I knew in my heart that I was beaten. I thought I was beaten easy. You know, out of the 12 rounds, easy was 3 rounds. Out of the 12. But, you know, about time he was applying pressure, but he wasn't letting his punches. I was kind of keeping the jab in his face. But Manny Pacquiao is one hell of a fighter. And I see why.
Despite the massive build-up and global anticipation, the Mayweather vs. Pacquiao fight ultimately received mixed reviews from fans and critics alike. While it shattered financial records and became one of the highest-grossing events in boxing history, many felt it fell short of the Fight of the Century label. The lack of action, intensity, and toe-to-toe exchanges left audiences underwhelmed. One of the most vocal critics at the time was boxing analyst Max Kellerman. He expressed disappointment with the fight's overall execution, stating that it failed to meet the sky-high expectations fans had carried for years. According to Kellerman, Pacquiao seemed to enter the ring without a clear strategy to dismantle Mayweather's defense. Though he had believed Pacquiao had the tools to outthink and outwork Floyd, he admitted the Filipino legend was unable to execute effectively on fight night. Kellerman also criticized the cautious tone of the bout, calling it overly technical and lacking the fiery exchanges that fans had hoped for. In his view, the matchup became more of a chess match than a battle, precise and controlled, but missing the explosive drama that had been promised.
In the sense that Manny had to make it happen, and he didn't make it happen, and that's partly because I think their game plan. The game plan is to outbox Floyd in the middle of the ring. Probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
And so, but Manny had enough flashes of excellence where you think, ooh, maybe he could do something. He couldn't get any mustard on his right hook.
In contrast to Max Kellerman's critical take, former world champion Andre Ward offered a more favorable perspective on the Mayweather-Pacquiao showdown. Ward found the bout intriguing and felt it delivered exactly what he had expected. He credited Mayweather's victory to his superior ring IQ, sharp strategy, and precise execution. Ward emphasized that on fight night, Mayweather clearly outclassed Pacquiao, showcasing a level of control and composure that only a fighter of his caliber could maintain. While he acknowledged that Pacquiao gave a full-hearted effort, Ward believed it simply wasn't enough to overcome Mayweather's tactical brilliance. To T.O. Ward, the fight wasn't about fireworks, it was about mastery. He saw it not as a disappointing spectacle but as a high-level display of technical skill and elite boxing intelligence.
Really competitive fight, a great fight. I think one that lived up to the hype for sure. And once again, you saw Floyd make the adjustments. He got hit with some big shots. Manny's a very powerful, strong guy, but Floyd bit down, man, and he did what he had to do. His dad was a little upset in between rounds. He felt like he was giving the fight away. You know, every fight's not going to be a blowout. This fight wasn't a blowout, but Floyd did what he had to do and got a...
Adding to Andre Ward's assessment, former world champion Keith Thurman also praised Floyd Mayweather's performance, highlighting his pinpoint accuracy and impeccable timing. Thurman noted how difficult it is to respond once a fighter like Mayweather starts landing clean, calculated shots. He pointed out that Mayweather's dominance likely played a major role in Manny Pacquiao's unusually low punch output, as Pacquiao struggled to find rhythm under constant strategic pressure. According to Thurman, the pace and precision of Mayweather's attack disrupted Pacquiao's usual flow, making it hard for him to execute his game plan. In the end, Thurman felt the judges got it right, believing the outcome fairly reflected what unfolded in the ring that night.
Wasn't able to throw more punches. I feel like he didn't take advantage, but I knew it was going to be difficult for him to take advantage because Mayweather is such a physical fighter, and he countershot. And no matter how skilled you are, once when a fighter starts countershotting you, you become timid because you know every time you get in, he pops you with something. And Floyd was doing that all night. It was beautiful. I had faith in Floyd. I told everyone I favored Floyd in this fight, and it was a beautiful match, bro.
Former champion Danny Garcia also shared his thoughts on the fight, praising Floyd Mayweather's performance as outstanding. Garcia highlighted Mayweather's clear edge in both technical skill and strategic execution. He noted Floyd's precision, sharp timing, and exceptional defense throughout the bout. Overall, Garcia's assessment reinforced the widely held view that Mayweather was simply the superior fighter that night.
Stumbled up a little bit, and then he hurt him one last time after that, but other than that, I had an 8 and 4. It was a fantastic performance.
Would you want to see a rematch? You think it's necessary at all at this point?
I don't think, I mean, it's a lot of money for a rematch.
Yeah.
But, I think Floyd won. Easy.
What impressed you the most about him tonight, Danny?
His composure, man. His composure was amazing. He kept his composure for 12 rounds. He stood there for 12 rounds. It was a great fight by Floyd Mayweather.
Fan reactions to the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight were sharply divided. Many viewers felt the bout lacked the high-paced exchanges, intensity, and drama they had anticipated after years of build-up. Some criticized Pacquiao for not taking more risks, citing his passive approach and limited adaptability as reasons for his underwhelming performance. On the other hand, many praised Mayweather's performance as a technical masterclass. His ability to neutralize Pacquiao's offense through sharp defense and precise control of the fight's tempo was seen as a clear display of his ring IQ. While some fans admired Mayweather's skill and strategy, casual viewers were largely disappointed by the fight's cautious tone. In the end, debates continued to swirl. Was the underwhelming outcome the result of Pacquiao's shortcomings, or simply a testament to Mayweather's dominance?